Now, let's look still in chapter 3, jurisprudence. Let's move along to 3.5, the search methods. So we'll see there are four search methods. So the first one we'll do is a theme search. So 3.5.1 theme search. I'm guessing that you probably use this one a whole lot. Maybe you don't know what it's called, but you know when you do a research on just anywhere on Facebook, on Google, um, and you enter keywords, and you're searching for, I don't know, okay, so pick something that you like, that you search, um, okay, and that you use a whole lot. Well, that's exactly what it is. It is a theme search. So a theme search is used when we want to find a judgment, but using keywords. So imagine that, but in a paper format. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you the steps. Each step for each method is pretty much the same. Okay, it always starts in your annuaire, obviously, always end up in your plan des sommaires. And maybe there's one or two element, which section of the annual do you start in, that might be different. Okay, so you'll see there's a lot of copy and pasting in this section. So to do a theme search, what are the steps? First, you take your annuaire from the oldest to the newest. Okay, why? Well, because you want to do a chronological search. For instance, if your boss is asking you, I need you to find me all the cases related to, I don't know, driving while impaired between the years 1998 and 2000. So if I were to ask you, where do you start first? You have to answer, you start in the annuaire of 1998. You're going to do all these steps, and then you would do the same thing for 1999 and 2000. So in your annuaire, you start by going into the section called Index Analytique. Okay? So Index Analytique, you remember it was the list of keywords. You look for the keywords that I provided or that your boss would provide you. Of course, I told you that the cases are, well, the search is in French. So you may have to do some translation because I'm very nice. I'm going to translate for now. I'm going to translate the keywords for you. Okay? So what do? You go in your Index Analytic and you look for the keywords. Let me show you in your document. If you're searching, for instance, under intérêt, and it's talking about a cautionnement, what do you have? So, I have intérêt right here, and the word cautionnement appears here. So probably I should go and look at 3056. So what do? I take the bold number. I look for my keywords. I take next to my keywords, I take the bold number. Why? Well, because the number is in bold. Okay. I take the bold number and I go back to my plan des sommaires. In my plan des sommaires, you remember it's where we found the case summaries and the reference at the end. Okay. So you find, like in our case, the bold number that we had was 3056. So you go in Plan des Sommaires and you find 3056. Don't do it now because obviously this one, I did not photocopy case number 3056. Okay, so you would be searching for nothing. But I have an exercise in which you have the answers in your booklet. And if needed, you repeat for each subsequent year. So in instance of driving while impaired, for 1998, 99, and 2000, you would repeat the same steps for 1999 and the year 2000. Okay? So using this, so we remember, we start in our Index Analytic, we look for our keywords. Once we found the keywords, we look for the bold number. We take the bold number, we go back to our plan des sommaires. And in plan des sommaires, what are we going to find? The case summary and the reference to the names and case at the end. So for now, we're just going to do an exercise just to practice this search method. And we're going to use only names of parties. Okay? So, question. Can you find me a judgment referring to a problem with delay in servicing a procedure in the case of a contempt of court? So let's be nice. And what do we call delay in servicing a procedure? Servicing a procedure, what is it called in French? Aha. If you don't know, you're lucky. I'm going to give it to you. Okay? In French, servicing a procedure is called signification. Oops. Here we go. And another one that you're going to need, another keyword, contempt of court. Do you know what contempt of court is? Aha. If you don't, contempt of court is outrage au tribunal. So can you go in your index analytique, find signification, outrage au tribunal, or outrage au tribunal and signification, one or the other, because the keywords will not always be in the correct order. So go find signification with outrage au tribunal. You're going to get to a bold number. The bold number goes back to your plan des sommaires. Go at the end, once you found your bold number, go at the end of the case summary and find me the names of the parties. I would suggest you put it to pause until you find the answer. When you find the answer, come back to the video and I'll give you the answer. Okay. So now hopefully you found your answer. So the bold number that you should have found was 2604, and the case was Institut de Mers. And notice there's a little star next to it. That means that this case has been appealed. So what I would suggest is that you take, I don't know, the Annuaire 2005. You go to, you would need the reference. I didn't copy the reference, but using the reference, you can go in your résultat des appels. Résultat des appels using the reporter, the year, and either the page or the document number if it's a JE. Using that, you would see what was the outcome of this case. Okay? So now you've completed the first search method, which is called a theme search.